Ever found yourself at a loss for words when trying to express your emotions in English? Welcome back to our journey into the world of collocations, those tight-knit word pairs that English speakers use so naturally. In our last episode, we introduced you to what collocations are. Today, we're going to delve deeper, focusing on emotional collocations. These word pairings are crucial to sounding natural and fluent in English, especially when expressing feelings. So buckle up, language enthusiasts. Today, we dive deep into some common emotional collocations. First up, let's explore how to express feelings of anxiety and anger. When you're feeling nervous or worried about something, you might describe yourself as increasingly anxious. This collocation paints a picture of anxiety that's growing over time. For instance, as the date of a big presentation draws closer, you might find yourself becoming increasingly anxious. Now, let's turn the heat up a bit and talk about anger. When you're not just angry, but boiling with rage, you could say you are seething with anger. This powerful collocation conveys a deep, simmering resentment or fury. Imagine, for example, if someone continually disrespects your time and efforts, you might find yourself seething with anger. These collocations aren't just for personal conversations, though. They can be used in professional situations or in literary works to convey strong emotions with precision and impact. In a business meeting, you might say, "The team is increasingly anxious about the project's tight deadline." In a novel, an author might write, "The protagonist was seething with anger at the betrayal." But remember, it's one thing to understand these collocations and another to use them effectively. Practice them in various contexts. Try to incorporate them in your daily conversations or writings. This will not only enhance your language skills, but also help you express your emotions more accurately. Remember, using these collocations can help you express your feelings of anxiety and anger more accurately and naturally. Moving on, let's look at how to express sadness and emotional control. A common way to express sadness is by using the phrase visibly upset. This collocation is often used to describe someone who is so sad that their emotions are apparent to everyone around them. For example, after hearing the news, she was visibly upset. Now, when it comes to emotional control, we have two contrasting collocations. The first one is to show his/her feelings. This means to openly express one's emotions, not hiding or suppressing them. For instance, despite the pressure, he wasn't afraid to show his feelings. On the other hand, to bottle up his/her emotions refers to the exact opposite. It means to suppress or hide one's emotions, often leading to emotional buildup. For example, she tends to bottle up her emotions, which isn't healthy in the long run. These collocations are not just for personal conversations, but can also be used in professional situations or literary works. Consider a business scenario where a colleague is visibly upset over a decision, or a character in a novel who tends to bottle up his emotions. Remember, language is a powerful tool. Mastering these collocations can enhance your ability to articulate sadness and emotional control. Practice using them in sentences, and soon they'll become a natural part of your vocabulary. Lastly, we'll address how to express apologies and frustration. The phrase "terribly sorry" is a sincere way to express regret. Imagine a friend accidentally spills coffee on your shirt. They might say, "I'm terribly sorry for the mess." Now let's consider "lost my temper." This collocation describes a moment of uncontrollable anger. For instance, after a stressful day at work, one might admit, "I lost my temper at the meeting." With these collocations, expressing apologies and frustration becomes much easier. We've come a long way in our journey to mastering emotional collocations. We've explored the nuances of expressing anxiety, anger, sadness, emotional control, apologies, and frustration. We've learned that collocations like increasingly anxious, seething with anger, terribly sorry, and lost my temper can add depth and precision to our English. What's vital now is to keep these collocations in regular use. With continued practice, they will become second nature. Remember, the key to sounding natural in English is to use collocations correctly. Keep practicing and you'll get there.